Okay, welcome to the critique.
Hey there.
We're looking at your blueprint for the Broncos-Commanders overtime game, which was quite the thriller.
It was. And we see three big opportunities here to really elevate this analysis. So let's just jump right in.
Great. First up is strengthening the significance of Denver's winning identity. The analysis makes a strong case that this 9-game streak is legit, but it leans, very heavily on metrics like EPA.
The data, yeah.
And I'm just wondering if by focusing only on those clean numbers, we're kind of missing the actual story. Like, how are they pulling these wins out of the fire?
I think we are. The weakness here is that the analysis of their contender traits feels a little too generalized.
Right.
It doesn't connect the streak to what we're all seeing, which is this incredible ability to survive their own self-inflicted chaos.
So the suggestion?
Instead of just clean metrics, frame Denver's identity as a team that wins ugly. They thrive by capitalizing on opponent mistakes in these super high-stakes moments.
Okay, so give me an example of that.
A perfect one is that image of Coach Sean Payton ripping off his headset after the Talanoa Hufanga pass interference call wiped out that interception.
Oh, yeah.
That one moment shows you everything about the chaotic last-second nature of their wins. And it backs up their incredible 4-2 record in games that are literally decided on the final play.
That's a much more powerful narrative. Okay, let's pivot to the Commanders' offense.
The Mariota plan.
Exactly. The blueprint covers Cliff Kingsbury's game plan, all the RPOs, the movement throws. But is the connection between that general strategy and the actual on-field personnel, is that link fully established?
It's not quite there. The plan mentions offensive efficiency, but it misses the biggest receipt.
Which is?
The exceptional performance of a key player that serves as concrete proof the whole thing worked. There's a missed opportunity to connect the dots.
So you'd suggest we bolster the analysis by
explicitly linking Mariota's movement throws and those play-action quick hitters directly to Zach Ertz's production.
Okay.
For instance, use the fact that Ertz had 106 yards. That's not just a good stat line. It's undeniable proof that Kingsbury's plan to leverage the tight end position to keep the offense on schedule actually worked.
So the stat becomes the evidence for the tactic.
Exactly. It shows the RPOs were effective.
That's sharp. Okay, finally, let's talk about Washington's overtime aggression.
The 2-point conversion decision.
Right. The analysis correctly frames it as a philosophical statement. Preferring a loss over a tie after a 7-game skid.
And that part's sound. But the weakness is that it jumps straight to that dramatic Nick Bonito stop. And it sort of overshadows the bigger question. How did Washington even let the game get to that high-stakes point in the first place?
You mean the drive before it?
Exactly. The brutal 18-play drive that Denver used to end regulation. So, to sharpen this, the discussion needs to critically evaluate that defensive breakdown.
So it becomes more of a teaching moment?
Precisely. You can teach the audience the tactical setup of both the failure, that long drive, and the success. For example, analyze the defensive tweak Vance Joseph made during the timeout.
Which set up the big play.
Yes, it created Bonito as the free rusher. That turns what looks like a defensive collapse into a meticulously designed game-winning adjustment.
So to summarize, 3 main points to focus on.
Yep. First, sharpen Denver's identity around their chaotic wins, not just clean stats. Use those real moments as proof.
Right.
Second, use Zach Ertz's 10-catch day as the tactical proof that Washington's offensive plan actually worked.
Make that direct link.
And finally, deepen the analysis of the 2-point decision by first breaking down the massive 18-play defensive failure that made it necessary.
This is great, actionable feedback. We look forward to seeing the next version of this analysis.